So what was this Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity? Or, as you heard, it was referred to as the Quad Summit. So this was an email that was asked of me to answer what exactly this meeting was about, and what I thought of it, and what my analysis was on with regards to this summit. So the Quad Summit, of course, India, Japan, Australia, United States, of course the Quad, but then there was 13 members, 13 nations that attended from Asia Pacific area. So, and this was a clear signal to China that the democratic nations, even though Asia Pacific is not NATO, would probably come to the aid of Taiwan if Taiwan was to be invaded, similar to Ukraine. Even though Asia Pacific does not have a NATO there, right? So it's not NATO, but it's still going to act like NATO. And that's understandable because there is nervousness there. Naturally, the United States is watching this thing very closely. We are watching it. President Biden made some comments. Most recently during the summit, he was asked whether if he would help Taiwan militarily, and what was his answer? His answer was yes. So that should give a clear signal to China that United States, regardless of what it says, what it states on its website, on the State Department website, it is going to follow through with helping Taiwan if Taiwan was to be attacked or invaded. So, and the last few months, China has made it very clear they're going to, at some point, try to reunify Taiwan by force if they have to, because Beijing did state that they have been working on a peaceful reunification, similar to Hong Kong. One China, different systems, or two systems. I think it referred to it with Japan, with Hong Kong, because they were trying to bring Hong Kong back into within the Chinese government. So, right now, to answer that email question I had, what was this meeting about, this summit? Well, simply put, this was about China. And I know people don't have a lot of time to watch these videos. People that watch my videos do understand that I give my analysis based on my own research. So this is basically this summit, or this economic Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity, basically was about China. So China's been flexing its muscle, doing its rehearsal drills in around Taiwan. So it's a clear, it's a clear indication that at some point within a few months, maybe a year, 2 years, China is looking to invade Taiwan. And I clearly stated that in my previous video. And if you could watch it, the title is China about to invade Taiwan? So if you can watch that video, I'll try to put that in, plug that in towards the end. That way you can watch that in more details. This one is kind of a shorter. I just wanted to answer this email with regards to someone asking me what this summit, Quad Summit, between the four largest democracies, Japan, India, Australia, and United States, was about. And to summarize it, in a nutshell, this was about China. And letting China know that if they were to invade a democratic nation in the Pacific, in this case specifically Taiwan, the rest of the democracies will come to its aid. So there is no surprise there, and it's a necessary thing to do at this point, because China flexing its muscle, making it clear that it's going to try to take over Taiwan at some point. Right now, it's watching to see what happens with um, Ukraine and Russia. It's been learning from the sanctions that have been put on Russia with regards to the Ukrainian invasion there. So it's learning, but we understand that this is, basically high tension time here because of Ukraine and India didn't side with NATO. It has been pretty neutral. I think President Biden wanted to sit down with him and make it clear that it came down to it, if the history may see their stance, India's stance, as kind of a shaky one, at least in the words of President Biden. So I'm going to leave it at that much of a summary there, that this was about not just about bilateral meetings between these nations, but also multilateral, and it has everything to do with China, and indicating to China that the democracies will come to Taiwan's aid if it was invaded by China.